Good morning. Welcome back to week number 3. I can't believe it is already here. We are already in week 3. Today is Monday, August 21st, 2023. And I'm not for sure if I'm going to get a lot this week. And let me tell you why. The reason why I feel this way is because we are testing this week.
Disclaimer, just for the record, we did not do testing this week. That will be held next week. Okay, back to your regular scheduled programming.
But we're going to see how it goes, okay? But right now, I don't have time to show you anything because I have to prep for this week. Because let me explain why.
I did the wrong lesson plans.
Basically, what's going on is we have standards, and in reading, there is a standard for reading literature and a standard for reading information. Well, I did the reading literature standard for this week, but on my schedule, I'm supposed to be doing reading information. So now, because I just tackled the wrong standard, I have to go ahead and fix it. So my job right now is to try to get this lesson plan done, have this turned it in before the day starts. So let's see what all I kind of accomplished. Let's not forget about the stuff that I have to print for today. It's just too much going on. So we'll see what we can get done, all right? So peace out.
Another disclaimer. Mr. McGee did not record anything else for Monday. That was all. So let's move on to the next day. Back to your regular scheduled programming.
See what I told you all? I was not finna capture anything on Monday. It just wasn't the day. Yesterday was a really challenging day for my students.
I felt like Twilight Zone was already happening.
They were just not meeting my expectations yesterday, and honestly, I felt like today, we're just gonna have to hit a new mindset today. We're gonna make sure your child upholds these expectations and classroom norms. So, speaking of classroom norms, these are our classroom expectations, okay? And they came up with this actually the second day of school.
Recap. Let's rewind to what Mr. McGee said on the second day of school.
But today, we had the children come up with class expectations within the classroom. So my assistant, Ms. Giles, she worked with the kids on that. So now, we've finally created a chart that states everything that they came up with. And now it is up to them to follow these expectations every single day in order for them to be successful in the class.
Follow directions quickly.
Repeat.
I will follow directions quickly. Raise my hand for acknowledgement. Raise my hand for acknowledgement. Practice active listening. Practice active listening. Model hall expectations. Model hall expectations. Respect boundaries. Respect boundaries. Use kind words. Use kind words. Respect the speaker. Respect the speaker. Keep my classroom clean. Keep my classroom clean. And not judge anyone. And not judge anyone. Have fun and be safe. Have fun and be safe.
Welcome back. So let me just start off by saying that we are already doing so much better today on Tuesday. I don't know what yesterday was, but it wasn't it. But this morning, I set the tone with the kids and I let them know, yo, it is not time to play. The first thing we did before we even started our morning meeting is have our student of the week lead our classroom expectations. And we're going to say those classroom expectations every single day because that is what sets the tone. That's number one. Number two, we end up doing our morning meeting. And it was really good this morning. After that, step number three, it was time for us to go to our assembly, our first assembly of the school year provided by our principal, and she went over the code of conduct. So basically, this is how students are supposed to be at school. When I say us leaving the classroom in a straight line, going down to the front office, going to the bathroom, then going to the assembly, we have received 4 compliments in the midst of all that, and it took only 10 minutes, and they received 4 compliments because I am setting the tone, I am setting the foundation. These are the expectations. These are what happens when you receive those expectations. And they were killing it, and I'm so proud of them. So because of that, not only they also received a compliment in the assembly, we have unlocked monsters. So now we have MONSTE. We need one more in order for them to unlock their last monster. Come on. I mean, this is great, right? After we did the assembly, we came back to the classroom, and by that time, it was not enough time for us to go over reading. So instead, I went over the word of the month. See how all this ties in together? Let me be right back with the word of the month. All right, so our word of the month, because we are a social emotional learning school, we have word of the month that we go by. Our word of the month is responsibility.
Responsibility.
In 3 seconds, you're going to say the word out loud. 3, 2, 1.
Responsibility.
Responsibilities. 2. Take ownership of your actions. Responsibility means to do what?
Take ownership of your actions.
Responsibility is to help you all understand that we have responsibility as members of this class. Remember, we already went through our classroom expectation this morning. That is your responsibility. It is my responsibility as your teacher to show up every single day and teach you new things. It is your responsibility to show up ready to do what? Learn. Responsibility is a big word. It means that we all have things that are expected of us. When we are responsible, it means that we meet those what? Expectations. Just like how you're responsible in the hard way. And what was your consequence? You received how many compliments? 5. Now you have 1 more to go to unlock your monster. I introduced the word responsibility, and they were able to tell me to take ownership of your actions. I had a little reading prompt in the back that goes along with the lesson. So their goal is to make sure they're responsible for this month. Then after that, I read a book that talks about a character that is showing responsibility. And it was this book called We Do Not Lose Our Class Goldfish. We don't lose our class goldfish. Penelope Rex was 7 feet tall and covered in scales. Other than that, she was just like every other kid. But Penelope's biggest fear of all was Walter. Walter never blinked. Walter never talked. Probably because he was a goldfish. And one time, he bit Penelope's finger. Then, one afternoon, Mrs. Noodleman announced, "We're all going to take turns bringing Walter home for the weekend." Penelope couldn't take Walter home. What if he tried to nibble her again? Or turn her into dino nuggets while she was sleeping? Bloop, splash. Walter. Skinner. Bloop, bloop. What was that? Skinner. Walter, is that you? Click. Penelope decided Walter might enjoy sleeping in the kitchen. In the morning, Penelope bravely went to feed Walter his breakfast, but all she found was a banana lamp.
Oh, a banana.
Did she just lose Walter?
Yeah. Let's go there for them.
Walter was missing. What would her classmates say?
You do.
Walter? He was her responsibility. Walter? She had to find him. Walter! She looked high. She looked low. She checked the neighbor's fish pond. There you are, Walter. Is that Walter?
No. Wait. Because he got black skin.
Gasp. You're not Walter. Or you. Or you. You're not even a fish. None of you are Walter. And you are a hamster. Everyone say. And it was really fun because it had a novel effect to it. And what this book was really talking about, it talks about Penelope. Penelope had a opportunity to take care of Walter, the goldfish. However, Penelope's problem, she's afraid of Walter because of the one incident when he bit her finger. But she had the opportunity to be responsible by taking care of Walter when he goes home with her for the weekend. And the result of that, you know, at first she was afraid, but then eventually, like one of our students said, she faced her fears. And in the midst of her being responsible, she lost them, and that's okay. She lost them, that's okay. You made a mistake. But she took ownership of it, and she was responsible, and the next thing you know, she was trying to find him. When she found him, you know, she realized that she missed him. And so now she took care of good responsibility for him to the point where her parents ended up saying, "Hi, we're going to give you your own pet because you showed us you could take care and show responsibility of a pet goldfish." And so that's the goal that we're trying to reach with these children today. Take care of your responsibility and take up for your own actions. They are at lunch. I am getting my classroom set up for my next 2 blocks. Oh, I only have 9 minutes to spare. So I'm going to go ahead and work on restocking my pencils. Good morning. It is Wednesday. I don't know what I'm doing with my hands. All right, it is Wednesday, August 23rd, 2023. Yesterday ended better, and all I can say is today will get better.
Another disclaimer. On this day, it was not a better day. For personal and professional reasons, Mr. McGee will not disclose details. Thank you for understanding. Back to your regular schedule programming.
Believing that I'm really setting the tone, and we're just gonna see what we're gonna get through today. Okay.
Acknowledgement. Even though this was a crazy day, one must always find a bright spot. Fortunately, there was one today. A student has stepped up as a leader and led a reading lesson. Check him out. He'll be an excellent teacher one day.
Soon, Wolf gave up completely and went to sleep next to the stream. While Wolf slept, Raccoon crept up and uncovered Wolf's eyes with mud. Then he walked away laughing. Great Bird laughed too. When Wolf awoke, he tried to open his eyes, but he couldn't. He rubbed his right eye first, and then his left eye. But the mud had dried, and he couldn't get it off.
Now he's on
After
paragraph.
a while, Gray Bird began to feel sorry for him. He knew that Wolf wouldn't like if he couldn't open his eyes. So Gray Bird pecked the mud off Wolf's eye.
So he says soon, Wolf. That's what you need to start writing.
Was very sleep.
All right, that's where everybody needs to be writing. Soon, comma, Wolf was very tired.
Then he got mud in his eye.
Then he
But who put mud in his eye?
The raccoon.
raccoon. RACCOON.
Put mud.
Okay, raccoon put mud. Alright, watch out. Okay, so now look at the board. You should have raccoon put mud in Wolf's eyes.
Gray Bird used his beaks to get the mud out his eye.
Good job.
You got it. But what before Gray Bird put his eyes out? Bird. Head. Red eyes. Tail. See. So this is what you should have in a few minutes. Gray Bird pecked Wolf's eyes to help him see again, because Raccoon put mud in Wolf's eyes. Wolf was very tired. Raccoon put mud in Wolf's eyes. Gray Bird pecked Wolf's eyes to help him see again. Why do I only hear them in this table?
Congratulations. Everybody give Shelton a round of applause.
Acknowledgement. He did such an amazing job. Many students will have the same opportunity to lead like this one did. Remember, one must be a reader, then become a leader. Back to your regular scheduled programming.
A lot has went on, so I really don't remember much of what happened. But what I can say is we had a morning meeting today. Let's spell it, everyone. T-H-I-R. What's your R?
I'm an eye.
D. did. Congratulations. We spelled the word third. We got through our morning work within like 10 minutes. After that, we had our free time. And then after our free time, we did our interactive I Already reading lesson. Today we talked about determining the central message. So the first part was to recount stories. So now the second part is to determine the central message of a story. In other words, what is the main idea of the story? I recorded something else, but I forgot. I don't remember what it was. It was something huge. You guys earned the your other monster, and now he has finally arrived for some reason, and it took him so long to get here. So please welcome Balloon Boy.
How did you say? Oh wait, yeah, that's it's not my favorite. I'm just using it. That's
Oh, they did earn their monster of the day, Balloon Boy. I can't remember what happened after that. So whatever clips that I have for today, that's what's going to be distributed on the video. And with that, I'm calling it a close. I'm on my way to my event. I'll catch you guys later.
Once more, another disclaimer. At this point, Mr. McGee is beyond to the point of exhaustion. What a calamity, right? However, there was something extravagant happened later that Thursday night. The final acknowledgement. When I tell you this was the most challenging week for Mr. McGee, the Thursday night made it all worthwhile, as he was able to speak more on how he became an educator. Thank you, God, for everyone he placed in his path, in order to become a successful educator he is today. You all know who you are. Thank you all so much for tuning in this week. And we will see you all next time. And until then, peace and blessings.